this place actually looks a little bit terrifying. Oh, I think there's something over there. So let me just go over here. And, oh, wait. Are they Holy frick! Hey, this is Chris. Hopefully everyone is having an awesome day, and welcome back to the mod showcase. Today we're showcasing the Weeping Angels mod for 1.16.5, and it's a mod that adds the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, along with a few other items. And if you don't know what Weeping Angels are, they're basically these statues that hunt you down when you're not looking at them. Now, before we get started with these terrifying Weeping Angels, there's some information you should know. So they will only spawn once per biome, and they're super rare, so you're not gonna find them every single time, which is a little bit relieving because these guys are terrifying. And the second thing is they spawn in plains, swamps, taiga hills, snowy taigas, deserts, desert hills, and beaches. And now that we have that out of the way, we can start. And here's one of the things they actually do when you're staring at them. They'll sometimes make you nauseous, which is something that I was gonna mention later on, but I guess they did it. But now here's what they do. So once you turn around, gonna start following you, and then they make some terrifying noises once you actually spot them if you didn't hear the thump. Alright, so yeah, they're gonna keep moving around, and even in creative, they're gonna get you. So we're just gonna turn around, and this is what they do. They just randomly teleport you anywhere, and this would have been really bad if we were in survival, but let's just go to survival. So here, we're just gonna look at these guys, turn around, and then stare at them again, and now we have been teleported, and we have also been damaged, which is a little bit more terrifying, actually. So now I'm gonna show you everything you should know about fighting these guys. So if you try to punch them with your hands, you're gonna break your hands, you freaking donkey, because you're not supposed to punch stone. You're supposed to use a pickaxe. And okay, you know what, I don't know why I went full Gordon Ramsay, but we're just gonna hit him with a pickaxe, and he's gonna start breaking, and then eventually he'll die and make some terrifying breaking noises. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, it is pretty loud, and now he's dead. And now here's a way to find out if they're near you. So if there's a weeping angel nearby, torches will start disappearing. So we're just gonna place a torch right there, and she will now remove it, or whatever it is. I don't know who the frick you are. So we're just gonna place a lantern. The exact same thing is gonna happen once it breaks the lantern. So we're just gonna wait. What the frick did I just say? All right, so let's wait until it breaks the lantern, and there we go. And it also apparently hates shroom lights and also crying obsidian for some reason. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit for a crying obsidian because they do take a while. Oh, okay. Apparently it can instantly break it, but there we go. And another fact about these guys is they actually work underwater. So if you turn around, they're slowly gonna start walking towards you. Just look at them. They're slowly sneaking up on me. Although they can barely walk underwater, it's still a little bit terrifying that they can follow you. Oh, I got lucky. Got it on the first try. But here are the variants of the Weeping Angels. And those are the ore variants. So if you start mining them and then eventually break them, they should drop the block of whatever ore they have inside. So we're just gonna keep breaking her or breaking it, whatever it is. Gonna grab its gold, and now here we have its rocks, and we have its gold. And now if you're walking in the snowy tundra, you will occasionally find some weeping angels trying to leave the ground. So they usually wouldn't spawn here, but they spawn in this form, which is yeah, a little bit terrifying because they look like they want to attack you. Actually, they do, obviously do. So we're just gonna walk towards it, and it should get out of the ground. Oh yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, this is pretty annoying. And here's something else you should know about the Weeping Angels, and that is if you get your view blocked by a block, they will actually start moving, which is a little bit terrifying. Just look at it moving right there in the background. It's trying to get me, although every time it tries, I'm staring straight into its soul. Now, here we have the other type of weeping angel that is for decoration purposes, and these still look as terrifying. Just look at them. They look like they're about to pounce at me at any time. But here are the crafting recipes for these statues. So the first statue we have is the angel statue, which is this type that doesn't have this pedestal right here. And the way you craft it is with one smooth stone and one stone. And please don't attack me when I turn around. And here we have the plinth. You know what? I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Here it is in its terrifying form. And now you can do something with these, and you can power them with redstone, make them alive. So now they're gonna follow you, and they're actually, yeah, I don't know why you would do this, but if you want some weeping angels to haunt you forever, just do this. So I have humanly disposed of the other 2 weeping angels. And now here's something else you could do with the statues. And that is use the chisel to chisel them into shape. And the way you craft them is with 1 stick, 1 blackstone or cobblestone, and 1 string. And now here is what it does. Well, you just right click and it changes the pose of the statue. And if you want to do something else and just change the type, you can just shift, right click, and it should go through every single type, and that is terrifying. Why did it have to give me this one? Also, yes, the chisel does work on the plinths, although it doesn't work if you click directly on the statue. You have to click on the base, and that should change it. Also, my boy Steve has its own unique pillar, unlike the other weeping angels, and yes, it is an Easter egg to the original mod. So now I'm gonna show you some of the items this mod adds, and the first item we're gonna cover is the Timey Wimey detector, and this makes it so you can detect weeping angels instead of them giving you a heart attack. And holy frick, why is it happening now? Alright, so here's the crafting recipe. So the crafting recipe is 3 bricks, 1 spruce plank, 1 redstone dust, 1 clock, 2 redstone repeaters, and 1 redstone torch. And now we're just gonna get a little bit closer to Weeping Angel and just look at the magnificent model of this. Alright, so let's use our glorified VHS camcorder and let's get close to a Weeping Angel. So this one is obviously in plain sight, but just pretend he doesn't exist. And also keep an eye out on the chickens, because the chickens will actually do something if this actually does detect a Weeping Angel. So let's get close to a Weeping Angels, and now it should start dinging. So that's the noise it's gonna make, and once there's a Weeping Angel nearby, I can't get over the fact that the chickens actually blow up once you I don't know why I find this so funny, but alright, 1 more chicken, please blow up in front of me. Alright, so there we go. The chickens have all blown up. And before we get started with the next item, here's an ore you'll need for the item, and that is the Kontron Ore, which will give you the Kontron ingot once you put it in a furnace. And now, yeah, I forgot that these guys actually do move behind blocks, so that is rather terrifying. But now let's get rid of them because they're being a little bit annoying. So you want to craft this thing right here, which is the Chronodyne Generator. Yes, hopefully I'm spelling that correctly. And you need a Kontron ingot in the middle, 4 iron ingots, 1 redstone dust, and 1 button. And it gives you 2 of these, and it can only be stacked up to 16. So let's just right click, and it should throw it, and it should make a vortex. That should instantly kill all of the weeping angels. Holy frick. I don't know what the frick I've made, but it's a little bit terrifying. So here's the other way to use the Chronodyne Generator, and that is by throwing it on the ground, and it should be placed on the ground. And then you just want to right click on it, and it should start the vortex. And here we go, they are finally dead. And the final way you can use the Chronodyne Generator is by using redstone on it. So here we have some pressure plates in front of the generators, and now once I turn around, there should be a vortex sucking all of them up. So here we go. All of them have been sucked up, and holy frick, that was loud. So yes, there is some dramatic noises once they get sucked into the portal. And the last item we have is the coffin. So this doesn't really do much, and it seems to just be some spooky decoration. And the way you craft it is with 1 bone in the middle, surrounded by 8 type of any wood. And now we're just gonna right click on the ground to place it. So here we're gonna place it horizontally, and you could also place it in other orientations. So you can just place it however you want, and you can also shift to right click to place it on the ground, and you can do the exact same thing and place it however you want. And now something you should make sure of is do not have any other things in your hand, because this will happen. It will just overlap, including any other non-coffin blocks like this one, and it just looks like 3 chests. And now here we have the structures, and the first structure we're gonna cover are the Catacombs. And just look at how terrifying this place is, and it does have some thick fog, which makes it even scarier. And yes, this creeper jump scared me earlier, and I'm getting off topic. So here we have some of the things in here, which are the treasure chests. So sometimes they'll be freaking useless, but sometimes you'll find some useful treasure chests. And hello creeper, apparently he's still walking around, so we're just gonna find another treasure chest just to show you guys all here. Frick. Yeah, I kind of forgot that some of these are actually trapped. Holy frick, I might have ruined that surprise, but it was really surprising for me, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in. And by the way, each structure does does have its own variants. And here we have a variant of the Catacombs. So I'm just gonna let you explore this one. But here's something that I wanted to show you guys, and it's an Easter egg to the episode Blink of Doctor Who. And just look at how terrifying it looks. And yes, I didn't show the crafting recipe for this because apparently it doesn't actually exist. It's a variant of the Coffin? I didn't know that. And here we have the final structure, which is the graveyard. And just look at how terrifying this place looks. And by the way, most of these graveyards are gonna be smaller, but it's still terrifying because how would you know if there's a weeping angel among these statues? And here it is during the nighttime, and it looks freaking terrifying. And this is what I mean. So turn around, there's a weeping angel right there. So that is the scary thing about this place, especially at night. And now we're just gonna, I forgot about it. Anyway, that was it for today's mod showcase. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. And this month is gonna be really spooky. And this is just the beginning of the spookiness. And you gotta be kidding me. Why during the outro? But anyway, don't forget to burn that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you happen to be enjoying my content. Let's try to get to 20 likes before the weeping angels get to me. And yeah, this is actually a little bit terrifying that they're following me. But anyway, don't forget to have an awesome day or night. And see you all later. Bye!